Welcome back to Set's Play SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom for the GameCube. I'm Naka, your host, and today we're going to be continuing off on our journey to save Bikini Bottom from all the robots by first going to Jellyfish Fields. Now, normally you'd come up to here to the taxi, you'd press A, and then, you'd go on. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a trick. You want to get yourself lined up right here and mash RNA. You heard a taxi noise, but we're going to need to do this again. This is going to be very, very, very important to our run. And then we can enter without having the taxi needing to call us. But this disables something. It disables out of bounds.
The rolling green hills of Jellyfish Fields, a place to experience nature at its most raw, and sometimes a bit tender from the stings.
Squidward, are you okay?
No, I'm not okay, you barnacle head. Do I look like I'm okay?
Well, your nose does look pretty big. I mean, bigger than usual because it's usually pretty big. And you look clammy. And oh my gosh, you're bald!
I've always been bald, but now I'm stung all over.
Well, according to the Jellyfisher Field Manual, severe jellyfish stings can be treated effectively by applying a thick layer of King Jellyfish jelly to the affected areas. King Jellyfish?
Well, I guess you're off to scale Spork Mountain and die a horrible death under the vicious tentacles of King Jellyfish. I'll stay here, balled up here in excruciating pain.
You do that! Don't worry, Squidward. I'll bring back that King Jellyfish jelly for you to rub all over yourself.
Alright, we have our objective in Jellyfish Fields. Get King Jellyfish Jelly so that Squidward is in no more pain. So, that little trick I did is a speedrunning trick. Well, this is goo. This is water. You cannot... SpongeBob and Patrick cannot swim. So don't let them fall in water, even though we're underwater. So don't ask me how that works. Teleport box. There's two that are linked to each other, and when you get close to one, it activates one, but you need to activate both to use them. Jellyfish right here, typically SpongeBob is known for catching them, but if you get too close to them, they can fuck you up. Like that! They don't really yield anything, and we have our first robot. I believe these are just the bzz bot. But this little speedrunning trick, you see how we're supposed to pay 125 shiny objects there? But if we just go ahead and do this, because we disabled out of bounds, I completely fucking missed.
I'm ready.
Let's see if I can do this properly this time. Yes, you can combo move robots. Let's see if I can do this properly. Boom! You get yourself another golden spatula. And then we can skip to this. And really all we're missing is just an explanation about bungee jumping from Gary. But that's a cool little trick that you can do. But now we're going to progress normally. Because we're going to need a lot of money if we're going to get anywhere in life. Especially in the sponge life. The sponge life. But the prolific speedrunner Shift, who streams on Twitch and posts videos to YouTube, he is where I actually learned that trick from. It's a fun little trick. Yes, it is used for speedrunning, but for our purposes, just something to show off. how did they know to drop things? Don't ask me. Checkpoints. If you die, you respawn at a checkpoint. Pretty self-explanatory right there. This is a preview for later. Not sure about that, though. So it kind of looks like a shrimp if you look. Kind of looks like a shrimp, but maybe, maybe not. Yeah, speaking double jump, thank you, game, for reminding us that double jump exists. This is Freezy Fruit. Only Patrick may use the Freezy Fruit. We'll get an explanation about Freezy Fruit and what it does later. But for now, we must venture on in Jellyfish Fields. Ow. Yeah, I gotta go up there to do that. And this is a little bonus area. You want to look out for these areas because they can net you socks, money, or socks and money. Maybe even golden spatulas, but it's a case-by-case basis. I think my dog just walked into my room. I think I just heard him open the door. Because my door doesn't close all the way properly, so you can basically just kind of lean on it and it'll open. I think that's just what he did, to lay down on my bed. You guys couldn't hear it, but I could. Yes, these things will fuck you up, so don't touch them. But, funnily enough, this cannon... Yeah. Hello, Gary.
You said it, Gary.
And, well, this is Alright, this is bungee hook. Spongebob can bungee from it, but it's not active because Gary didn't activate the quest because that's what he would do. And that's how you get that golden spatula that was down there and extra money, but I guess we're gonna have to miss out on the money. So yeah, that bungee hook is now just perma-disabled, and you can never bungee jump in this part of Jellyfish Fields ever again. Actually, this is the only bungee hook in Jellyfish Fields. Spoiler alert! Alright, perfect. Cutscene. Music almost perfectly synced. It says MER on the side. M-E-R. Thank you for ruining my explanation, SpongeBob. But yeah, it's the hammer. But, you know, we got more enemies. We can see more of the level up here because draw distance will allow us. Sort of, not really. But, yeah, you can tell when the draw distance is like, no, I'm not going to load instances into the world anymore. Because, like, you can't see the Freezy Fruit. You can still see the teleport box, but you can't see the Freezy Fruit. You can't see the button over there. I mean, yeah, it's a game from 2003. It's going to have limitations. This, we'll cover this later. How later? Later. Because there's things that you can't access right now, but you can access later. Like extra moves and abilities. So, yeah, that's going to be for later. That's something I don't have. It's something I need to unlock. Sorry, this music is super catchy. Yes, yes. We've gone over goo. Shut up. Yes, I know there's a 20 over there, but I'll save it for later. Yep. Take out another hammer, and let's get on these bungee flower things. Well, they're not bungee, they're bouncy. There we go. Because it's not bungee cord. Which, ironically enough, the bungee hooks are fishing hooks. Yo ho, near the hooks, I'll never go. Get a sock from doing that little bonus area. And we're already up to 7, which is good. So by the time we're done in a couple episodes with this area, we'll be able to turn him into Patrick and Bikini Bottom and get a golden turkey baster. That machine puffing over there is Duplicatron 1000. It's the enemy spawner. Yes, you can take it out with a simple spin move, but beware because it will explode. Not right away though. You got time. And there is area of effect that you have to look out for. Now, I'm not going to end it here because this episode is only about 10 minutes. We're going to go a little longer. Into the next area of Jellyfish Fields, Jellyfish Caves.
Wow! Mermaid Man! I have all your comics and toys and mail.
Huh? What?
Mail.
Oh, yeah, it's that sponge kid. And now, what was I supposed to tell you?
That Patrick is surrounded by robots and needs my help.
Huh? Oh, no. I think it had something to do with massaging my feet.
Well, if massaging your feet will save Patrick, then massage I must.
Help! They're making me hit myself!
Patrick, you're not even speaking.
Massaging your feet isn't working. I think I'd better try a more direct approach.
By clipping my toenails?
Here I come, Patrick!
I believe that is also Joe White. Mermaid Man's voice actor for whatever reason. And same with Mr. Krabs, original voice actor for the show. I think they wanted too much money, or they couldn't agree on contract stuff. So they just cast somebody else to do voice work for them. But I believe Clancy Brown is in Rehydrated. You get a sock by going this way. But I believe Clancy Brown, Mr. Krabs' voice actor, is in Rehydrated, but Mermaid Man's voice actor passed away in like 2014, 2015, so it's been a couple years since its passing. He was an old guy, but he lived a long life. And that's kind of more important than getting an accurate voice in a video game remaster. So I think they're just going to either rehire Joe White to redo the lines, might hire somebody else, or they might just reuse the lines. I don't know. Mini boss area. Well, there's not really a boss battle, but you know what I mean. You gotta hit the 3 buttons, take out the 3 spawners, and destroy a bunch of fucking robots. And make money. If you like making money, this is the game for you. While you might not be able to cash out in real life, at least you can cash out in your virtual life. If I cash out, there's no casino. You just get to make money. But going around and breaking shit.
Pushing a single button is the most satisfying. Push, 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 push.
Remember, I think one time I just bum rushed this without killing any robots. I'm like, I'm gonna hit the buttons. I don't care about the spawners. And that's taken care of. And I don't take blast damage in the little cutscene. So that's great. And the music's back to normal. Woo!
Hey, Spongebob!
Woo! Thank goodness you're safe, Patrick.
Well, of course, Spongebob. Why wouldn't I be?
Well, the robots and the...
Oh yeah, I found this for you. I don't know what it is, but it looks important.
Thanks, Patrick. I tell you what, all that running around has left me pooped. Why don't you continue on for a bit?
Okay.
Oh boy,
Alright, now we're playing as Patrick. And I got time to go over everything. This is a throw fruit. Patrick can pick up the throw fruit and throw it. Throw fruit will push buttons to destroy Tikis with damaged robots, but use it quickly because it'll wilt after a while. It's not the B button, it's the X button. It's also X to throw, though that is changed in a later title. Yes, you can pick up Tikis and throw them at other things. Like Cowboy Man over here. This is a bus stop. You may switch between playing Patrick or Spongebob at bus stops. And you can throw fruit up steps. You cannot jump with fruit in your hand. So you just kind of have to whiff it up the stairs. Boom. And then there's these little seesaw teeter-totters that only Patrick can use. So it's physics. Right here, simple physics. Boing! And then we have Thunder Tikis, so basically they explode, so don't stay around too long. They activate on a timer when you get close to them, or it's really when you touch them, so... But when they touch anything, or you do that, they explode. More dialogue.
Hey, you barnacle head! Watch where you're going!
Rock is talking to me. Almighty Rock, I am at your command.
Down here, you big pink lummox!
Oh, hi there, Mr. Plankton. Are you going to vaporize me today?
So very tempting. Unfortunately, I found myself in the undesirable position of having to assist you.
I was in an undesirable position yesterday, and now my neck hurts.
That can be taken in so many ways. I'm sorry, I had to stop the flow of this little conversation. Because that line always gets me. Fuck. Okay, let's go on. Let's go on.
Heed my words, my large future minion. Go into Jellyfish Cave. Follow the instructions on the signs that you see. At the end of the caves, you'll still be a big pink idiot, but you'll know enough to help defeat the robots and get me back into the chum bucket.
Well, then will you vaporize me?
I might spare your life so I can force you to work in my sweatshop making low-quality design and knockoff wallets.
Is that a fucking threat? Slash also the truth? I don't know. Plankton, have you secretly turned into a country that I'm not going to mention because they will just eat us again?
Oh, thank you.
Now in.
So, Patrick does have SpongeBob's basic moveset. However, he cannot use his bash attack in midair like SpongeBob can. Excuse me. So yeah, hot balls of molten rock. Yeah, don't touch those. Those are bad. Yes, you can throw the fruit again as long as it's not wilt or break. And how the fuck? Fucking do it. There you go. Wait for that to wilt so I can doing, do that. Yeah, don't touch the spikes, those will hurt. You can go through this section as SpongeBob, technically. Except for, I think there's a way you'd be able to get to the area before you get in here as SpongeBob. But that's not the case in later levels. Ow. Make it really tricky with both lava and spikes. Alright. Now let's see if I can line this up right so I can make mega money. No, no. You! Are you shitting me? Fuck it, just damage boost. Yes, it can activate pressure plates. I would have gotten more money had the game not decided, oops, you can throw it up steps, and you could throw fruit on fruit to make steps. Alright, this is... I can wrap this up in a couple minutes. Make it about a 20... I want these episodes to be about 20 to 25 minutes each, so I will have to split in the middle of levels. longer levels, that is, because these levels, they're about 20-25 minutes each. These mini levels inside each, you know, main world. Which works out great for me, at least so far. Dodge. Nice. Anyway, this is a Freezy Fruit. Patrick can pick up Freezy Fruit and throw it. Freezy Fruit will temporarily freeze goo and lava in some games. You can slide on the goo until it thaws. But there is a sock back here. Now we're at 10. There's also big money.
Carry a lot of stuff around.
Let's activate the box. This is important. Touch. Where does this lead to again? Top of the slide. But we don't need to do that. That's a typical place where you'll find boxes, actually, is right before and right after a slide. So if you flop near robots, depending on what they are, they'll either just send them flying, or you'll basically just disable them temporarily. Yes, I can throw shit. This was explained earlier, game. Yes, I may even disable and pick up robots to do my bidding. Thank you for not fucking everything up. Let's get that so I don't get damaged while I still make money. And with that, we're going to end off this episode of the Sets Play of SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom for the GameCube. Next time, we'll take on Jellyfish Lake. See you then, folks.